And hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of the Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host, Jonathan. Once again, bringing you my top 10 honorable mentions, not top 10 films, but honorable mentions of 2017. That's right, these are my top 10 honorable mentions. These movies were good enough to make a list, but weren't good enough to make my top 10 list. I mean, there were so many movies to do, I had to really think about this, but I only have 10 of them. So let's begin because times are wasted. All right, at number 10, I have a movie that the franchise itself is very dear to my heart, and that's The Fate of the Furious. That's right, The Fate of the Furious starts off this list. I thoroughly enjoy this movie. Listen, as a fan of these films, I honestly didn't think, what can they do now that, obviously they lost Paul Walker tragically. What are they gonna do with the top number 7? So Fast and Furious 8 comes along, Fate of the Furious, making Dom the bad guy. The Rock going after him now. It was a pretty fun movie, and now making Jason Statham go from bad to good. It was fun. I liked it a lot, and there we go. At number 9, I really wanted to put this on my top 10 list. I really did, but other movies came out and it was like, oh man, so much better than this movie, but still, this movie's fantastic. And that's Baby Driver. This movie is so cool. Like, I didn't expect that to be the. I was like, okay, cool little heist movie. This should be interesting. I saw this movie. I was like, wow, this movie blew me away. I mean, you have the main guy, Baby. Basically, he had an accident. Who kind of lost his hearing, so he needs music to draw out the loud noises in his ringing of his ear. So he uses that to basically help him be a good getaway driver. And you have Jamie Foxx in here. You have Armie Hammer here. You have Lily James in here. You have a lot of people in this movie. It was just great. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. It was funny too. So that was another good thing about this movie. I thought the action was great. The villains were great. I mean, you had Jamie Foxx was good. Armie Hammer. I mean, if you ever thought this guy can't act, watch him in this movie. You'd be like, okay, I can see it. A lot of rumors right now he might be Batman, but who knows? But yeah, I thought Baby Driver was great. And number 8 is going to be shocking to a lot of people. This is not on my top 10 list, but what can you do? Number 8 for me is Pirates of the Caribbean 5. That's right, Captain Jack Sparrow comes back once again to take on the high seas and try to basically become the king of it. I like this movie a lot. I really do. This movie was lots of fun. I wanted to put this on my top 10 list. It's just that, like I said, there was a lot of other movies that were a lot better than this. Not that there's nothing wrong with this movie. I mean, you have Javier Bardem playing the villain. You have Orlando Bloom and Keira Knightley coming back, and I was like, yes. You had the whole Trident thing. You got to see Orlando, Will Turner's the son, Henry Turner, in this movie. It was a lot of fun. I really liked this movie a lot. I mean, I don't know where I put it as where do I, in the ranks of all the Pirates movies, but it's up there. So I enjoyed it. So what can you do? At number 7, I'm going to have Underworld, what is it, 5? Underworld Blood Wars. I liked this movie. I thought it was fun. It's been a long time since we saw an Underworld movie. Kate Beckinsale comes back, and she did not miss a step in this movie. I thought it was a fun little movie. It's a bit cheesy, sure. There it is. Even the CG in this movie was a lot better than it used to be. Because if you go back and watch the original ones, sheesh, that CG now was like whatever. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I mean, it sets up another one, but let's see what happens moving forward. At number 6 was a movie franchise. To me personally, I think is the only video game franchise that actually worked. I mean, that's up to debate on what people really think about it, but I think Resident Evil: The Final Chapter was good. I liked it. It wasn't Oscar worthy. It wasn't the greatest video game movie ever made in history of video game movies. That honor still belongs to Mortal Kombat. There you go. Anyway, I thought Mila Jovovich did a good job. With this character, she carried it out through all these movies, making us like her. All the people who actually like these movies. And the action got better. To me personally, it did. But I enjoyed it. These movies are not exactly going for Oscars either. But Hey, a movie is a movie. If you like it, it's awesome. If you don't like it, that's cool too. But I enjoy these movies. I liked Resident Evil 6, and hopefully they make another one. Who knows? But let's see what happens. At number 5, I have a movie that I saw the first one and I saw the second one. I was like, maybe I should just give up on this. And I saw the third one. I was like, you know what? I'm kind of glad they brought him back, and that's Triple X 3. I liked it. It was great. Seeing Vin Diesel come back to this role was cool. I was like, that's why he's in Fast and Furious now. He made all these sports stuff, vehicles look cool. Skateboarders, what do you call it when you run into buildings and jump on rooftops, all that cool stuff. He made it look cool. He had Donnie Yen in this movie. Yeah, it was just a fun ride, And seeing him again in this role was fun. So I enjoyed it. Even had Ruby, I think Ruby Rose, I think her name is. I probably butchered that. But she was good in the movie too. Yeah, it's cool. You should go check it out if you want to see that movie. I thought it was fun. At number 4, I didn't think I was going to put this in my honorable mentions because the beginning to me was complete trash, but the ending really saved it for me personally. And that's Transformers The Last Night. Listen, that beginning to me can go die in one of those like abandoned warehouses and somewhere in the deep bowels of movie hell. That beginning scene just is garbage. It's pure garbage. You cut that out, this movie is fun. Just fun. Yeah, a lot of people say, Michael Bay sucks at making these movies. And it's true. He made Transformers 3 and I fucking hate that movie. But still, I enjoyed Transformers 5. I enjoyed it. It was fun. It wasn't exactly, gold, but still, I don't like it as much as I love the first 2. And, I like it a little bit more maybe than 4. Maybe. I have to watch it again just to see. But other than that, 5 was fun. Go check it out if you haven't seen it. And you know what, by the way, now that it's over, and this is the best part about it, Michael Bay's done with these movies, so we can get new good Transformer movies now moving forward. So let's see what happens now. At number 3, a movie that, had a little kind of a shaky start for its universe, but it's kind of got back on track now, and that's Kong Skull Island. Kong Skull Island is a second Monster Universe movie for this whole new Marvel kind of DC crossover universe Marvel monster movie. Not gonna have those guys in there, but still, this is his own universe. But set it up okay with Godzilla. A lot of people kind of liked it and kind of didn't, and it kind of got back. I kind of thought King Kong was cool. They actually made him for once. They did not kill him. Thank goodness, because how many times we're gonna see this movie, see King Kong movie, and then him dying again and again and again, just like whatever. But you know what? They made him stand up straight, not walking around like a monkey anymore. But let's see what happens now moving forward when he actually goes up against Godzilla in the future. I think 2020, I think it's supposed to happen. But I liked it. Sam Jackson was cool. Tom Hiddleston was Tom Hiddleston. And Brie Larson, she was alright. You know what? She was okay. But the star of this movie was King Kong. I thought he worked. I liked his size. He was cool. He's going to get his butt whooped when he fights Godzilla. But you know what? Whatever. Go figure. Anyway, that's number 3. At number 2, I have War for the Planet of the Apes. That's right. War for the Planet of the Apes came out. I was excited to see what the heck is going to happen here. And spoilers if you haven't seen the movie. But it's been out forever, so if you haven't seen it, too bad. Caesar died. We all knew he was going to die. He died. And, yeah, a lot of people complaining this wasn't a war movie. I get what they're coming from. Yeah, the marketing said we're going to get war. We didn't really get war in this movie. To me, I thought this movie did have war, but more of a psychological war. And the way Caesar was feeling towards what happened to his family in this movie, to Woody Harris's character, he was great in this movie. And Andy Serkis does it again with the motion capture here was just on par. It was just perfect. And at number 1, which probably don't surprise anybody, probably a lot of people have this in the worst list, but I actually like this movie, so go figure. And that's Justice League. It was fun. I liked it. Is it the greatest thing ever? No. Should they reboot the damn universe now? Yes. But what can you do? I mean, we're not gonna get Ben Affleck as Batman moving forward. I think he has one more movie after that. I'm not gonna complain that the fact that the way that they brought back Superman was kind of stupid. I'm not gonna complain about Steppenwolf because even though he was a CG was whatever, he was still a cool villain. He was better than half of the villains Marvel ever has. So I'm not gonna complain about that. What I'm gonna say about this movie is that I enjoyed it. You gave me a cool character in Flash, and we never had Flash in the movies. Yes, we have him on TV, but that's completely different. You can't compare those two. It's apples and oranges right there. Same thing with Aquaman. Aquaman, everybody always hated Aquaman. Have you ever seen those sketches, on YouTube? They're always making fun of him. Can't make fun of him now because that's Jason Momoa. In your little Game of Thrones, whatever. But, I thought it was fun. Wonder Woman's Wonder Woman, so there you go. So there's my honorable mentions. At number 10, I have Fate of the Furious. Number 9, Baby Driver. Number 8, Pirates of the Caribbean. Number 7, Underworld Blood Wars. Number 6, Resident Evil Final Chapter. Number 5, Triple X3. Number 4, Transformers The Last Night. Number 3, Kong Skull Island. At number 2, War of the Planet of the Apes. And number 1, Justice League. So leave me a comment below and let me know what your guys' top 10 movies, top honorable mentions are. Whatever you like, let me know. Whatever you hate, let me know. Thank you very much and have a good day.